Alright, off you go. Welcome to another Watchalong stream on the channel. We are in the Liverpool versus Fulham match. That's happening in the Premier League game week number 32. Liverpool under immense pressure, so is the manager, even though he checks that in his press conferences. Tries to make a fool out of himself. But today we are going in with the 5 changes from the last match against PSG. Good to see Ngumo in the starting 11, but equally surprised when you look at Ekitike, and either of those, Isaac and Ekitike, not even in the starting 11. Probably looks like the priority right now is Champions League second leg. We don't have Granberg, we don't have McAllister, we don't have Gurke's 5 changes we did from the team that started in the last match. Welcome to Steam, who's always tuned in. Feel free to talk in. The hopes are barely anything with how the season's been going. Goes back to Fulham keeper. Previously saw Arsenal bottling and losing against Bournemouth, which opens gates for Man City to be getting back into the league title. If they don't take it now, then probably it's never going to be happening after this. Man City has a good chance to get back in. 2 matches they have played lesser than what Arsenal have played, and they have to play Arsenal as well. Back again to Leno. Let's run the poll. Do you feel any different than, do you guys feel different than what I've been feeling? The Arsenal class to be coming in. That's what I expect. Sianguma on the attack. Goes to right. Good step in from Alice Robinson. Plays inside, but that's been out already. Going to be goal kick to Fulham. Anger feeds in straight to keeper. Good ball from Jones, but unable to capitalize on that. We have one person watching. Feel free to vote in. We have run a poll in the chat if you want that. Do you expect any positive result coming in today for the team? I personally don't think so, but definitely would want that to happen. Not with the way things are set up. Highly doubt it. 3 back-to-back losses. Loss against Brighton, then 4-0 loss to Man City, then 2-0 to PSG. Now here we are against Fulham. Offside on Muniz. Where it's Frimpong. There's Robbo. Takes a shot. Too many bodies right in front. And off the player it went to the left back. Good run from Konate. Where it's Gakpo. Salah. Gakpo. Good ball from Salah. We will often point him for having a bad season, but involvement in the build-up is always here from Salah. Can't ignore that. If you're ignoring, then that's... wait a second. Oh, okay. It's fine. If there are other matches going on, we'll put the scores on display. Let's see. Let me have a check. Now Arsenal losing, Brentford drawing to Everton, Brighton winning 2-0 against Burnley. Alright. Barca playing Espanyol. And AC Milan losing to Udinese. That is interesting. Will be rewarding whosoever has joined in the stream. That was good. Shot taken from Salah. Unfortunately, didn't fell in front of Gakpo. I'm playing from the back on the inside. Okay, deserved by Konate. Nice. To Salah. Wilson goes back to Anderson. No to ticket price increases. That's the banner. They are floating on the back of the, I think, Copen. Yeah. That is why we don't see any flags on the Copen. No banners, no flags. Long ball forward, Van Dijk goes in, goes wide on the left side. Centre back has moved into the attacking zone. Engama. So many bodies, looks tough. Yeah. That will be going out. Back to Konate. Ref says nothing. There's going to be a penalty check, but looks like it will be cleared. And it is cleared away. Yeah. It was already falling down. Body was leaning forward and was not going to be a pen. Not it. Falling down. Not a foul. Need to watch that. Couple of players on the left flank tried to feed it in. That was attempted ball for Oscar Bob, former City player. Maybe they could have played central towards Harry Wilson. Bad call from Iwobi, but works fine for us. On the inside, careful, stays in. Going to be goal kick to us. So slide inside. Option on the right, one option in front. Salah. Again, the sideways passing all the time. Jones dropping down. Words, Robo. Go on. Angova. What's with the background, man? Let me see. Did upload the right one. Even this one. Nope. Angova back to Van Dyke. On the inside. Waits. Salah. He can score. Blocked. So many bodies deep inside the box. Nade. Inside run made by Salah. Angova. That was lovely. Wow. Good try. Almost tried to find a way past Castani. Goes out for a throw in. Robo to Jones down the center. Waits. White to Angova. Back to Weirds. All the way back to on the keeper. Center off. David Ornstein, there are more signings no doubt on the way. They will feel there are 3 4 first team players that are needed for them to be really competitive. White player. Salah's departure and also Diaz wasn't replaced with will also be high on the agenda. But only if you're finishing in the Champions League spot. How are you able to how will you be able to sign or convince players to join you? Goes to the right, Frimpong. Slide back to the keeper. Castagne. 2 players charging on. And Anderson will play it back to Leno. Question for Fulham. Bassi to left. This time Wilson cuts in. Might take a shot. Watch out. Feeds in wide. Oh. Very near to control it. Castagna. Chance for Iwobi. Go first touch and goes back to their defense. Robertson, Iwobi straight to Dashwoody. King, poor pass, gives it away to Liverpool keeper. Here we go, Robbo on the ball, left flank, inside, Nguma could have clearly gone on to play towards Soboslai, but that's going to be a foul. Free kick to us. Still nothing on. We are in the 31st minute. Won't be surprised if it stays this way till the halftime. Back pass to Bernardo Frimpong. On to Salah, Soboslai, Van Dijk. Chance again. Jones unable to control the ball. Looks worried. Chance for Fulham. This time on the right flank, so Sly was struggling. And that right back spot. The Frimpong is playing there, but he was not there at that moment. Too high for Liverpool keeper. Back to the keeper. Same stuff over and over again. Words. You already have 5 bodies in. Are we going to? What a brilliance! Brilliance. That is top quality goal from Enguma. Rio scores. There we go. What a finishing. First ever Anfield goal for Rio Enguma. Wow. Update the score 1-0. Thanks to Rio Enguma. That's why he deserved to start for many more matches. And then manager is. That was beautiful goal scored from Rio. Brilliant goal. Might look like it's not going to be anything special. He found a way to score the goal. 3 against 5. Chance there. That was Salah. Is that a goal? Yep, number 2. There you go. There's 6 more games to go for Salah. And I think just 2 remaining at the Anfield. Meanwhile, Barca leading 2-0 in their match, heading for a league title after Madrid top points yesterday, I think, 1-1 draw. Look at the creator. Angova and good strike there. Good placement from another winger. First goal scored by Angova. Second one coming in from Salah. Back to Leno. 2 lead at the break should keep things calm for the team. Let's hope we don't drop our levels down in the second half. That should be the priority going forward. Curtis Jones is down. Not looking too confident. Chips around his groin. But the game is still far from over. He can still drop a stinker in the second leg. Is he getting replaced? Leaves the field. Looks like Gravenberch will be going in. Gravenberch set to introduce. Oh. Oh, keeper is out. Salah would have fancied reaching that. Bossy with a back pass. Goes on the inside. Should be goal kick. At least we are sure about first half ending without conceding a goal. 2-0 lead at the break. Should push us to only go on to win the match. Let's see. Back it goes. That to end of the first half. Will be away from the camp. If there is anything to ask, feel free to do it in the chat. I'll respond back once the second half starts. I'm still around. If there's anything to talk about in the chat, feel free to do so. Alright, back in here after the end of the first half break. Let's see what do we have in store. Do we keep up with the same performance in the second half of when we have played one great half this season and then the other half has been a stinker? But let's hope we do have a change here and not go by the same story which we have seen repeating in the past. Couple of changes coming in for 3 changes. One was Grambach. Have we taken off Enguma? Have we taken off Enguma? We'll see. Who's watching the stream? 2 people in. What's up? They have scored, but flag is up. That's what I'm talking about. And he lapsed in concentration and yeah, he was off. Far too off. So for the push, Cody Gakpo. And we still have one more to be watching a stream. Feel free to vote in. We're leading by 2 goals, but we need to extend that lead if we want to take 3 points into our points tally. It will be Sanderberg. Good ball. We'll have to play it back to Wilson. There's it down the center. It will be to Castagna. Did they take him off? Let me see. You've only done 1 change. Yeah. All the 3 changes, as commentator was saying at the break or before the start. They have taken off King and Oscar Bob and brought in Sasa Lukic and Emil Smith Rowe. Likewise change. And now we are letting them attack. 5 players inside the box. 1 trying to defend the cross. Giving the same PSG match vibes now. We are sitting back, defending, Let's see for how long are we going to continue it. Question given away from Bobo. Standard Burge, Bossy, back to Anderson. Goes on the right. Wilson comes in. Wide to Robinson. 6 players inside the box. 6 Liverpool players in. Okay, Anguva dropping down. Frimpong. Salah back to Frimpong. Good ball. Gakpo had a chance to. Wow. Blundered it. Blundered that chance to make it 3-0. Then why the hell is he getting a start if you can't do the simple things? Fine for Fulham. Robinson. Long throw in. Van Dijk finds that and gives the ball away. Nice. Win it back. Okay. Salah switches the flank. Nicely done. That'll go out for Liverpool throw-in. Salah takes it quickly. Hello, what's up? All good, all good, all good. What's going on? All good till now. The scoreline can still go on to be 2-2. What's going on, bro? End of the league title run for City. Not City, Madrid, sorry. Too focused on that Arsenal result. Want to ask a Madrid fan what's up. Yep. Alright, somewhere 1-1 draw. Well, Barca were already in advantage, so I mean, happens. Still have things to do in the Champions League. And for the league, you have to be lucky with the Barca for the Barca to be playing like Arsenal, dropping points in the final 7 matches. That's what they always do. Final 7 matches and they just shit up. Yep. It's on City to now. Enguma tried. Okay, straight to keeper. It's all for City to go in and get those 9 points, which includes a match against Arsenal. If they do well at their home match, which will be played at Etihad, there's going to be a definite chance for City to have a domestic treble. You don't like what Barca, the way Barca plays, or are you talking about Arsenal? They played a TikTok video in their training session. TikTok video about North London forever, I think, something like that. Just read half a statement on a post on Twitter. Arsenal, yep. But it will be fun if Atletico versus Arsenal goes on happen in the semi-finals. Salah. Good to see Angoma and Salah scoring. Angoma should have been playing ever since the Newcastle match, at least once or twice a week in the starting 11. But then this manager, he thinks differently and keeps taking dig at our past. Yesterday only said we haven't won 16 league title in 16 years. Whatever you are smoking, man. Just because he's incompetent, he tries to take dig at our past. Wow. Even someone like Guardiola won't say such things. He won so many titles for City, with City. Using Dominic Szoboszlai as pivot is he is fully focused with idiotic choices, man. Every game he dropped 5 players from the last match. Imagine. Didn't play McAllister, didn't play Kirkis, that's fine. Then he dropped Ekitike. Gomez is dropped as well. And there's one more guy, I think. Who was that? Gramberg. Straight up drops 5 players from the last match. And they're all sitting on the bench. By the way, none of them have injury issues. And then he wonders, why are we getting such results? There's no consistency with the starting 11. But he knows how to speak bullshit in the press conferences these days. I'll read about Schlotterbeck just 1 second. Goes towards Rio. Towards Robo. Schlotterbeck signed a deal but has, terminal release clause. Let's say to be activated in coming window. Yep. Maybe he wants to leave. That is why he signed a contract to help the club. That's how I think. Because we know Dortmund, that's the way they operate. They didn't pass with so many players. There was one player called Emre Mor, if you remember. I think he was from Turkey and he's nowhere found wherever he's playing. He was hyped up a lot back in years. Emre Mor. They cashed in on him, I think. Oh, he was from Denmark. Ah, okay. But now he plays in Fenerbahce. 28 years of age. He used to play in Dortmund. I think 3-4 seasons he played there. But he was sent on loan. Oh, okay. Or played in Celta Vigo. Ah, yeah. I played there more. But for the one whole season, they were hyping his name too much. He only played 12 matches. So yeah, they did same with Jude Bellingham, I think. He went on what price from Dortmund? 70, 80 million, or was it 1995? Same they did with Aubameyang. And Anfield is, I like him as. Yep, he is good. Very likable. Okay, Fulham on possession. Fancy the chance to get a goal. I used to like Sanderberg as well, who is currently playing in Fulham. Went to a couple of teams, I think. 103 million for Jude. Yep. So that's how they go. Dortmund. The moment they feel their player will be in the hunt in the market, they make them sign a contract and then cash in on them. Play to a right. Cross comes in, not ideal cross. But Frimpong is struggling. Vopi gets better of him. Looks twice the size of him. Robinson. Sanderberg, Robinson. Robinson again. Final touch and should be goal kick. Oh, that's a corner. Van Dijk gives away the corner. Still have 30 minutes to go. I think he used to play at Sheffield, Sanderberg. Sheffield 2020 to 23, then went on to Burnley. And currently at Fulham. If Virgil may go after next season, will Liverpool go for Schlotterbeck? Recently, David Ornstein quoted that he will go with 3-4 signings for the main team. I mean, little surprised. If you're not finishing Champions League spots, then how are you going to convince players, quality players, to be coming in? 3-4 quality players for the main team. Very ironic statements. That's why I feel he's doing PR right now, paid by the club to speak, to just spread some nonsense because pressure is coming on them. People are criticizing manager. Ooh, that was close enough. We added for Muniz. Quarterback said my dream are Bayern and Real Madrid. Definitely. Everyone in that league says Bayern for sure. Van Dijk with a vital header. Question lost. Jambo. Weights. Guard by 4 players. Wall of 4 players. Sanguma. Jambo might take a shot. No. I think they still have Adama Traore in the options on the bench. No. They have Sessegnon, one of the options in the defense. Tom Kearney, Raul Jimenez, Samuel Chukwueze. Is that the one who played in Chelsea? No. The one from Milan, AC Milan. Did Adama leave Fulham? Let me check. Adama Traore. Oh, he's in West Ham. Okay. He went on in January on free transfer. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I saw him in the away match at Fulham. Where did he go? Back to his coach, Nuno Santo. And currently, as it stands, Spurs are in the relegation zone. They have a match to play. Adama Traore went on a permanent transfer to West Ham United. With Bayern, you will win a trophy every season, something or other. Yep, true. At least you are getting a domestic title. Something that Harry Kane got as well. He was not getting it in the Premier League. But what are the timings? He went there and Spurs win Europa League. At least I was happy for Son Heung-min. He won something. Something to be worried about. Wilson. Corner. Corner for Fulham. We still have over 25 minutes to see out. Maybe 30 if at the 8 minutes. Talk about Arsenal. We did. Also, Everton played a draw against Brentford. Brighton winning it 2-0. West Ham scored 4 goals last night. I was to check the league table. 32 matches, 32 points for West Ham. It can go either way. Might end up seeing Nottingham Forest getting relegated and West Ham Spurs finding their way back to be above the relegation zone. But Spurs don't have the backup right now for Son and Kane. That is the main reason. Yeah. Not of that level, for sure. But for a fall for Dele Alli. Vital sliding challenge from Soboslai. Throws his body down. And just checking his post. That one touchdown and the goal he scored. Buccaneers. Spurs are going down. I don't know. I still think they will save themselves. Still played one less game. So 33 points and they will be out if they win. Who are they playing though? They are playing Sunderland away. Ooh. And what is the form for Sunderland? 2 wins in last 5. Spurs have no wins in last 5, just 1 draw. Sunderland 1 draw, 2 wins. Let's see what the new manager will do. Mr. Roberto Di Zerbi. Double changes to be brought in. Isaac and Gomez. This would be interesting. Let's see what is 3 changes. McAllister. Triple change. So Wade's out and McAllister in. Okay, what else? Wade's out and Gumbo out, and who is the third one? Are we going defensive? That is where we get it all wrong. Who is the third one? Gomez, Isaac, McAllister. What was the third one? Rimpong out. Okay. At least not doing something crazy like to like subs. Di Zerbi is good, but I don't think they will be able to attract top talent without European footballers. They are not. Yep. Yeah, for the talent they want. They will have to take players from the clubs like maybe Bournemouth, Leeds. From here and there, they will have to manage. Because I mean, he has done his work at Brighton, so maybe he can shape them up. Not for the trophies, but maybe for top 7, top 8 finishes for the next season. That is also just a talk. They do have little better strikers compared to what Brighton attackers, what Brighton has. So you never know. Depends on a lot of ifs and buts. McAllister will be playing in the pivot role. So Slice goes up to play in place of Floydwitz. On the left will be Gakpo, a guy I don't want to see on the left side of the attack. Isaac will be up front. Deflection. Corner. Mistake from Gomez. Goes wide. Come on, 21 minutes to go. How are we going to see it through? 3 points today will keep us at 5th only. But at least we'll be little a point off from Chelsea if they win their next match, which is against Man City. Important game for City if they want to go for the league title. Yep, but they have away match against Chelsea. That's what I was just seeing on the league table. Next game is Chelsea versus Man City. Gakpo, watch. Gakpo mess it up. Do it. Yeah, he will. He will always mess it up. He had a man down the center to try and look at Salah. From his weak foot, he's doing that. And we don't even care. The management is such an ass. League 1 title race is over. Okay, here we go. PSG for the win again. Not surprised. Cross comes in. But we need a miracle to be finishing top 4, top 5. I think 5th spot guarantees Champions League. Yep. Confirmed Champions League spot if you finish at 5th position. Maybe a change coming in. Trainioni was shown in on the cam. Wait, Espanyol scores a goal to make it 2-1. Interesting. Is that Heving Lozano? No, Paul Lozano. Remontada versus PSG? No, not happening. It would be Remontada or the Tada. This is Fulham. We can't take too many positives and hope that we are doing better against PSG after this performance. If this is level 2, then PSG is level 5. You have to play a perfect game. Plus, when you are trailing by 2 goals, becomes difficult as well. Barca are running away with 9 points gap, similar to Arsenal. But if they draw today, then that would make things little interesting. 7 points gap. With of course El Clasico to be played. But you would still expect Arsenal to bottle it more than Barca bottling the title. Yakwa. See, he can't do anything from the wing. Always finding a block. Zach. Zach once again. Couldn't find Isaac. Salah's shot blocked. Keeper will take the ball. Goes to the left. Almost. Almost Smithrow finding a goal. Should have capitalized on it. Good reaction, but couldn't place it. Even keeper was miles off to find a contact on the ball. Let's see, 15 minutes to go. Back. Yep. Fulham almost close enough to getting a goal back in. But they are making a couple of changes. Injury on the face of Lukic. Wilson coming off. Chukwueze to be brought in alongside Raul Jimenez. My girlfriend birthday today. I hope. Oh, happy birthday to her. Have a good year ahead. I hope Liverpool wins. She will be. Oh, is she a Liverpool fan? Then let's hope we get a win. Not saying for our manager. Because still, I'm not convinced about this guy. What he has done to this club in the last 1 year. Of course, won the league title, but then whatever happened afterwards has been a different story altogether. And that's where we are seeing his tactics getting exposed. He's been often looked out of ideas, and whatever he tries has barely worked, rarely worked. Don't worry, Soboslai will score a hat-trick. Not happening. But Bayern versus Madrid will be heated, man. I hope so. Yep, it will be. It will be a good watch. I just hope we don't have Bayern versus Madrid and Liverpool versus PSG on the same day. Bassi. Ooh, McAllister. Good try. Couldn't place it. Last year, many games were won on barest of margins. So, but I just hope we have a good, watchable Champions League final at least. The last final where the opposition team scored was Sadio Mane. Back in that concussion final for Loris Karius. It is just horrible to hear. 8 years back was the last final where opposition team scored a goal. And came close to score in that 21-22 season, where Courtois rose to the occasion and did the damage to us. And Trent did the favor to Madrid. I'm talking about Liverpool last season in Premier League. Yeah, true. But then it was nothing special, like he just asked players to hold back some energy, conserve the energy, and then keep the balance of it. That's all he did. Otherwise, everything was what Klopp did in the previous season. Control copy, control paste. Trent playing on the inside, something which Klopp did previous season. But then we were struck with so many injuries. But rarely you see Klopp finishing out of top 6. I think he never did, except for the first season. Season where we had likes of Joe Allen, Stewart, some weird names. After that, we never finished outside of top 6. Yeah, but you know, it's almost certain. Except Madrid Bayern and Arsenal match. Let me see, when are we playing that match? PSG one. Hopefully it's not on the same day. Pictures. PSG Liverpool on 14th of April. 15th, okay. That is comforting. Second leg is on 16th, night of 15th. Yeah, it's on different days. So chances of we will be getting knocked out first before Madrid or Bayern. Atleti will be a headache at their home. Yep, true. Would be tough ask for Barca. It would be quite similar to how they were almost about to lose in that Copa del Rey. Whatever the domestic cup match was. Barca tried to come back, but couldn't. Just fell short of a goal. Metro. Unnecessary foul from Gomez. Why are you stepping into midfield? I think Fulham were poor. We were great in the first half, at least for the last 15-20 minutes. And being too much on the attack in the second. Will Smith Rowe losing the ball, getting off balance. Sturridge, yeah, Shaqiri, Lallana, all LFC good. Shaqiri was really good. He was good whenever he was used as a substitute. Lallana, he was a man for the transition. That's what Klopp always tells. If it was not for Lallana, he wouldn't have been able to pull that team out from which position we were in when he arrived. So it gives a lot of credit to Lallana for the pressing, for his getting pressing to be put into a right use. Strice was down with injuries, so can only feel sad for him. Raul Jimenez fancy a chance, finds a block. Near post. That was close. Could have went in. But I did wish under Klopp he would have, had he given him a little bit more time, he would have impacted games. Like he did against United, I think, Shaqiri. There was one game, one or two games where he came on and changed the course of the match when Mourinho was the manager. Yeah, that was the game, I think. Where Salah scored off Alisson's assist, I think. It was that game 4-1. De Gea was the keeper, I think. Yep. Let me check. Was it 3-1? 2019, I think that was the game. Shaqiri strikes twice. That was the game I'm talking about. December 16, 2018. Yeah, Shaqiri game was this one. The Salah one was a different one, I think. Goes for his sack straight to the keeper. Yep, they had a couple of chances. 2-3 chances were there in the first half for Fulham. Didn't convert those. The team was shit on paper, but Klopp got 7th or 8th just for seeing. Yep, massive achievement on doing that. It took them to Europa League final in the first season itself. And it never took dig at the club being not winning this or that for so many years. Unlike some Dutch guy is doing right now. Starts bringing Klopp into the talks. Starts talking about last 16 years not winning 16 league titles. Egyptian King taken off. Scores one more time today at Anfield. Final 6 games to see him. Who can win the World Cup? I have 3 favorites, I think. France, Spain, Portugal, I think. But I'm supporting, guess the team I'm supporting for the World Cup. It's not a European team. Too much support for the Giants. This time around, I think. Regardless of the 3 predictions about who can win the World Cup, it's not going to be a European team that I'm supporting for it. For the vibes, I think it's good to support Japan. What Netherlands? They just do the Arsenal thing. Otherwise, they would have. They always bottle up towards the knockout phases, semis, quarters. Thus, I have expected a lot of impact from Xavi Simons this season, which I haven't seen happening. Not sure how good would his confidence be with Netherlands. I'm going all in with Japan. But if you seriously ask me, then France, Spain, and Portugal, they have a chance. Not Germany, not going in for Argentina or Brazil, Uruguay. No. Netherlands are a big team, no doubt, though. Yep. But often they do Arsenal think. No point this year supporting them. Last World Cup I did and thought they pulled off against Argentina. It looks very unlikely. Because they have Ronald Koeman. I don't rate him too much. Underdogs can be Norway. Yeah. Or maybe Sweden. Team that won 0 match in the qualification rounds. Playing the World Cup. You never know. 6 corners to us, 9 to Fulham. Well, 2 minutes to go, I guess. Let me hit the title of the stream. We don't have disaster class coming in. Let's make it 2-0. I don't feel Gyökeres is still that good. 10 goals. And they have Isaac as well. And he is running in, making good runs today for bit and probably will be available at the World Cup, I think. I hope he is getting start in the PSG match. Rio. Offside flag is up. Zach is coming from injury. Yup. Not at best form. Yeah, but still, I think he will at least get 6-7 games over here at Liverpool. Probably coming in from the bench. Let's see, 2-3 months is still a long time. 2 months, not 3. Cup starts on 15 June. April to May, May to June. All depends how is he training and how he feels. Let's see what happens with Liverpool going in here. From here, we have a tough match at Anfield against PSG. Hopes are 0, but let's see whatever happens. And with the way the manager has messed up our brains, I'm not in for him staying for another season. We can only speculate on the owners and those in the management to decide what they want to do with this guy. Is Slovakia there? Let me see. Let me see. World Cup pictures. I don't think Slovakia is there. Czechia is there, Czech Republic formerly. Bosnia is there. Group C. Haiti. Haiti is there. Curacao is there too. Ivory Coast is there. Japan, neither. Wait, three teams we have been discussing about. Japan, Netherlands, Sweden. All three are in the same group. What are the odds? The three teams we just talked about are in the same group. Group name is F. Group F. Wow. You were asking about Slovakia. Nah, Croatia is there. Croatia is there, not Slovakia for the World Cup. But isn't it funny? Group F. Iran, Egypt, New Zealand, Belgium in the same group. Okay, Japan, Netherlands, Sweden, Tunisia. That's the Group F. Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde, Spain, Uruguay in the same group. Looks easy. France, Iraq, Norway, Senegal. Would be a little tricky between Norway and Senegal. And once I'm going out. See, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's going to be Arsenal, Algeria, Argentina, Austria, Jordan. That's an easy group, at least for Argentina. Colombia, Congo, Portugal, Uzbekistan. Colombia and Portugal should be going through. Croatia, England, Ghana, Panama. England, Croatia should be going through. And what else we have? Curacao, Ecuador, Germany, Ivory Coast. Germany easily going out. Going through next round. Australia, Paraguay, Turkey, USA. That is little here and there. Can happen. Belgium all over. Yep. Bosnia, Canada, Qatar, Switzerland. Qatar. Yeah. Qatar. Qatar. It's Qatar. Qatar. What is Qatar? Brazil, Haiti, Morocco, Scotland. Brazil, Morocco. Maybe better of Scotland if they do well. Well, he's supporting Scotland for Robertson. Last World Cup, and then he's leaving the club. Wish I can still say a couple more seasons for Salah. He could have still played at the club. Couple seasons for Robo. Vastly experienced guys, and you can utilize them. But then sort things otherwise. Germany group is tricky one. Yeah, Ecuador. Ivory Coast. Germany should be doing better at least, yeah, with the coach they have, Nagelsmann, who is linked with Madrid, by the way, alongside Didier Deschamps. Let's see what happens. But it will be interesting to see what Man City will be doing against Chelsea. That would decide the course of the league title over here, which is happening tomorrow. We'll try to stream it. Mostly. Yep. Will be a Chelsea versus Man City. Let's see. And then we'll catch up on 19th. On the birthday, we have Merseyside Derby. And then later on at the 9 p.m, we have City versus Arsenal. So let's see what happens. At least we'll do Merseyside Derby game. Stream for sure. Will be free by 30. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if Liverpool can pull remontada. Nah, not. I'm 100% sure not happening. It's not the Klopp's team. If Jurgen Klopp was there, I would have 100% said we are doing it. Not under this guy. Not happening. Today only I was watching that Barca versus Liverpool at Anfield and wondered Why were people behind this manager? It didn't happen in just one season. It didn't happen overnight. It's a step-by-step build-up. That's why people believe in you, not just because you won a league title in the first season. You're just hunting for glory if you are expecting same thing in the next season. Honestly, don't expect a trophy, but I want to see a fight on the pitch, which has barely happened this season. And manager had chances to fix it, which he did not. I don't care about trophies, but want to see intent on the field, on the pitch. And what is manager doing to improve that? He is doing nothing, just messing it around. I guess that would do for the stream. Talk. Feel free to let me know. Or you can text on the Insta. Miranik91. That's the ID. It's in the description as well. See you next time around. Till then, goodbye, good night, take care.